Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Abang Faisal. My name is Nurliyana Batrisyia binti Azman. I'm from B82425B for FIN657. And today, I would like to present to you the case of the Vance, John Kojo Z did fraud scam. For the background of the case, John Kojo Z owns a company named Kojo Global Real Estate Development. His company has a legal ownership of 5 buildings since he filed phony paperwork with the New York City Register Office. He has been sentenced to up to 12 years in prison for forging the deed transfer to 5 buildings in the Upper West Side and Hampton High. A New York State judge convicted John Kojo Z of grand larceny in the first and second degree, forgery in the second degree, and offering a false instrument for filing in the first degree. He would seize the buildings by forging signature on deed transfer and completely fabricating records to further complete his claims on the buildings. The case, the scandal, and the issue. Starting in 2013, John Kojo Z began to steal buildings deed by filing fraudulent paperwork with the city. To further support his claims, the buildings, he forged signatures on deed transfer and completely fabricate records. Kojo Z forged paperwork, transferred legal ownerships of the buildings to his own company, which is Kojo Global Real Estate Development. Kojo Z first forged the deed transfer with the Register Office in 2013 when he used the signature of someone claiming to be the president of the corporation that owned the 145th Street building. To steal the 5 buildings from Manhattan property owners, the John Kojo Z used an elaborate scam involving the forged deed transfer. Well, John Kojo Z even attempted to collect rent from the tenants and threatened them with eviction if payment were not made on time. Kojo Z was able to acquire ownerships of a building on West 145th Street, 3 adjacent townhouses on West 84th Street, and another buildings on West 73rd Street through his schemes. But Kojo Z was also found guilty of forging an additional document to support that individual claim, despite the fact that the individual had no affiliation with the corporation and was thus unable to authorize the property transfer. He filed paperwork in 2014 to transfer ownership of the 73rd Street property from its legitimate owner to his company, which is Kojo Global Real Estate Development. Kojo Z falsely claimed that his father founded the True Owner Aviation Distributor. He gave the sheriff office a forged contract stating that Aviation purchased the building in 1976 for $360,000. John Kojo Z forged the legitimate owner's signature on documents for 3 adjacent townhouses on West 84th Street, authorizing the transfer of the building to an unrelated real estate corporation without the owner's consent. But the outcome from this, on July 11, 2017, a New York State Supreme Court jury found the defendant guilty of all charges in the indictment, including grand larceny and the first and second degrees, forgery in the second degree, and offering a false instrument for filing in the first degree, among others. Prosecutors said John Kojo was sentenced for 4 to 12 years in state prison for forging deed transfer on the 5 multi-family buildings on the Upper West Side and Hamilton High. When JOKO was found guilty of grand larceny in the first and second degrees as well as forgery, it was for the stealing the titles to properties at 468 West 154th Street and then 44 West 73rd Street, 339 West 84th Street, and 335 West 84th Street, and 468 West 145th Street. The impact of this case, finally, after the case has been settled, District Attorney Vance thanked New York City Department of Finance Commissioner Jack Chiha and the Office of the New York City Sheriff Joseph Fucito, including the investigators Michael Trano and Jonathan Saad, for assisting these investigations, and the scheme to take over the 44th West 73rd was labeled as his, or John Kojo's most present attempt. Thank you.